moves. Yeah, yeah. Good cookie. Mm. So, I'll wait till everybody gets in, or if anybody's here. Period! Hey, people. Hey, everybody. How's it going? I just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hey, alright, Are we having an episode tonight? No, because I didn't do any editing today since it was Christmas. So sorry, guys, but it will be coming out this week. So don't panic. Tie his hair up. Please. Now, hello. Sean, has you seen the Baddie West trailer? Yes, I did see it. So, Sean, what's the problem? Listen. Mink, mink, mink. Surprise. No. Also, guys, this is Mr. Good Cookie, if anyone's wondering. He's from the new Never Baked Gingerbread Cookie episode, which will be in this house I'm building right now. I'll give you guys a little tour. I'll give you a tour. Rockin' low, getting it. They're eating it up. Okay. So, I'm still building this house. Obviously, this is Taylor's house, but I redesigned it a little bit. The kitchen's still under construction, so ignore it looking ugly right now. But we got Aiden over here. We got this 2-story entrance when you come in. Harry says, show your face reveal. I've shown my face many times on this channel, guys. So, back to... Okay. So, there's 2 rooms. We've got over here. And this is the new design. We need a little dramatic. Okay, so we've got 2 rooms over here. Bam, bam. We got this new staircase. So this is the new design. So I added the staircase to this room. So you go. This whole part comes out because this part's removable since there's a whole room in here. So like this part comes out so you can film. And probably doesn't go into easy, doesn't norm or norm. Oh, I guess it did. That was easy. What else was I gonna say? Ari says, I have a question. Rock get put in her place. I wish Rolly would grab her hair again. What episode does Jojo and Mackenzie come in? Mackenzie comes in, or Jojo comes in first. She comes in episode 3. Like mid to like end of episode 3 into episode 4. Mackenzie comes in, I believe, episode 4 near the end or middle, something like that. Hey people, hey Bookie. Alright, please tell us your question. I don't like anyone on the cast except for Rolly, Stunna, Kat, and Lauren. So I wasn't a fan of Lauren on BGC, but I do like her now. What did I do? I messed up one of my molds. Did you make those by yourself? Yes. All of these are made by myself. They're all my designs. They're plastic, not clay. We've got like this big ass kitty right here. I also, guys, updated Mackenzie's sculpt for a smaller scale. So that way I can have them do more city scenes. So I'm going to update a lot of the cast. When does Jupiter pull up? She's episode 5 or 6. Now she's humble. Any spoilers for TFC season 2? So there's many spoilers. We get to learn Gabby's backstory. We get to learn Ariana, aka Alexis's backstory. We get to learn a little bit about Miss Patrice, who's right here. She's just not painted yet. But we got Miss Patrice. We get to learn a bit about Patrice, too. Do you have new shoes coming out for him? Yes. So, John, I'm tired of you. You never tell me when it's time to audition for someone. Guys, I always post auditions. I always do. Go check my Instagram. Instagram is where I post auditions. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to. Yes. Ever thought about doing a real world? Yes. I did think about doing a real world probably back in like 2018. It just never happened, to be honest. I'm about to do a Wednesday Addams version of Melinda too. I should just paint that and let you guys chill with me while I paint. Let me move them. Maybe I will. I have to take stuff out of my molds. I've casted so many new things. You're gonna love it, guys. You're gonna love it. Now, I forgot. Season 2 of TFC may or may not... that's a little close for comfort. TFC Season 2 may be on Almost Iconic Cartoons. I'm still debating that. And I only say that because, unfortunately, everything on this channel only gets suggested to BGC fans. And as you guys saw with anything I do outside of BGC, like Scooby-Doo, for example, a lot of people just don't click on it. And I have at least 8 new shows coming out next year. We've got TFC Season 2. We've got Scream. We've got the Melinda series. We've got the Mom series. We've got the Witch series. We've got Exit Labs. We've got the new Melanie series. So it's like if you guys remember the old Melanie series, it's like a new revamped version of that. Which I already wrote some episodes for. We've got the Never Baked Gingerbread Cookies, which is filming in this house right here. What else we got? We got the Happy Fourth horror movie that's going to be filming. The Melinda series, of course. That one's been long awaited for Miss Melinda. So, I've got a lot of shows and series like set to come out. But I just feel like it's not gonna do good on this channel because, you know, I've got a lot of BGC fans who like the BGC show, which is great, but then my other content kind of suffers. You know, like Scooby-Doo's really good. It turned out really good. Episode 1, the audio was messed up, but episode 2, the audio was fine, and it came out really good. But honestly, I can see the click rate, and not a lot of people clicked on it. So it sucks, and it makes me not really want to release, it makes me not want to release a bunch of new shows and put all this effort into new stuff when only people care about is BGC. So, plus the 7 Elements show. You guys have heard about that for like probably 2 years. It's in the plans. It's kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which you guys saw my cute little Aang animation I did, which was just for fun. I filmed that randomly like last night. Because it's my sister's Christmas present was an Aang figure I made her. So I made the little animation with it. But anyway, 7 Elements is like Avatar: The Last Airbender combined with Harry Potter and Greek mythology. And honestly, it's going to be really, really good. But I don't want to put in all this work into that show if nobody's going to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to get suggested by YouTube because the only content from this channel that gets suggested is BGC. So, yeah, it really sucks. So, I might have to start uploading all the new shows to Almost Iconic Cartoons and just keep BGC on this channel because I don't want to be trapped only doing BGC forever. I almost moved away from it, and I figured I'd give you guys some more BGC, but it went crazy. Okay, let's see. Sean, when does Patrice fight Danielle? She fights Danielle in episode 3. So this episode that's actually about to come out, you guys saw like the little clip at the end of episode 2, but you guys didn't see the huge fight that goes down in the same episode. So it's kind of a surprise. But you get Amber versus Morgan again. You get Patrice versus Danielle. You get Danielle versus Danielle. Um, and then you get a little bit of Melanie versus JoJo. Sean, expose TFC season 2 fights on the premonition. Um, so season 2, okay, so we've got there's the mini-sode. It's kind of like I'm calling it the intermediate episode. That's the set for it right up here. Um, so that episode alone has Mooney versus Gabby, Raina versus Taylor, and Jacqueline finally beats up Alexis for everything. Um, so that's the intermediate episode. Then season 2 will have a lot of new characters, including Olive Oil, aka Olivia. She returns as the main villain for season 2 of TFC. So you guys get your Olivia back. And of course, she gets beat up many times. You've got like Patrice versus Bianca. That fight does happen. Patrice versus Zari. Um, who else? You'll have Cassandra and Jacqueline versus like a group of girls. Ooh, let's see. Do Amber and Jenna fight? If so, when? Amber and Jenna fight on episode 5 into episode 6, I believe. I think it's episode 5. And they fight twice. Jacqueline already whooped Alexis. Yeah, but she gets a good one-on-one, like without other people trying to jump in. I noticed that Patrice is actually more mature. Yes, so Patrice, I mean, she's about to be 30. She's definitely a lot more mature. She does mink mink Danielle, though. Sean, is Patrice having her weave on the show? She will have... She'll have a few different hairstyles on TFC. Which Danielle goes home? Um, Honestly, none of them so far. I haven't wrote the season finale, but so far everyone's still there. Like, so I thought Alexis was humble this season. She is. She tell like Jacqueline does not want to be around her because of Stella's death. So Alexis says like Jacqueline can just beat her up and get it over with. So Jacqueline does. She beats her up and gets it over with. So pretty much this episode's almost like a reunion version. Yeah, Danielle, Sean ran my fate. Yeah, honestly, Danielle might have originally been thought to go home, but, yeah, nobody went home. But like I said, I haven't wrote the final episode yet, but honestly, they kind of fade into the sidelines, as Jacqueline should. Alexis is funny and all, but that's enough talking, Alexis. So I'm very excited to give you guys TFC Season 2 with so many characters. We got Miss Patrice here. She's just not painted yet. Her being big as hell. Oh yeah, here's this cute room. So here's one room connected by this little bridge. We've got another room over here. I've been kidnapped 90 times. It's so fun. Well, Amber and Jenna's third round isn't until the reunion. So they have a fight in the makeup room. Then Jenna like throws Amber stuff out, tells her to come outside. Amber comes outside, and then they have a crazy fight in front of the house. And then after they scrap outside the house and Amber gets her weave ripped off, Jenna goes home willingly because she doesn't want to be there anymore. Um, and then Amber's sad because she has mixed feelings about her beef with Jenna because obviously you guys will see they like become friends and they get close. It's kind of a Candy Talone situation. Let's see, Melanie. Crazy much. Morgan goes home. Yeah, Morgan was the one that was originally, from what I remember saying, I'm pretty sure I thought I said Morgan went home versus other Danielle. Um, but we'll see. She might quit before the end of the season. I have not, like I said, I haven't wrote the season finale. The main fight of the season finale is Jupiter snatching JoJo while she sleeps out of her bed. So let's see. Why does Amber get a new weave? Yes, Amber will have a new weave after it's torn off. Of course. Amber does not play. She go gets her hair done. Let's see. Why does Jenna and Amber fight? And does Jenna fight Patrice? Jenna fights Patrice at the reunion. They do finally like squabble at the reunion. At least it's planned. It's not 100%, but there is a chance that since Patrice sees how shady Jenna's been, she might confront her, and Jenna's not gonna back down. So I'll say that much at the reunion. But they do not fight in the house. No. I have mixed feelings about Jenna because Jenna wants to try too hard to run the house, and she's clearly jealous of Patrice. I think Jenna has intimidation towards Patrice. I think Jenna didn't expect Patrice to be on the season, so she kind of thought she would run the house. And honestly, she probably would if Patrice wasn't there. Even though Amber is stronger physically, she's not as sassy as Jenna, so Jenna probably would run the house without Patrice. So now that Patrice is there, it kind of ruins her evil plan to be the house leader because she knows Patrice is a threat pretty much. Melanie being crazy makes her personality iconic. Yeah, Melanie, you guys will see. Melanie is very unstable this season. She's very edgy. Um, it's mainly because she's not taking her medication like she's supposed to. So someone said, "Oh hell no, Jenna is not jealous of that big daddy." Why did Patrice and Jenna fight at the reunion? If they do fight, I'm not gonna confirm they do or not. Patrice does confront Jenna though about the shadiness in the interviews, and we'll see what happens. Does Morgan and brown hair? What does Morgan and Danielle with brown hair stop being friends? No, they do stay friends this whole season. Patrice does a lot of hair pulling, and Jenna has no hair. Yeah, so Patrice does pull hair, definitely. However, she can easily put Jenna in a headlock, so we'll have to see what happens. Does the episode drop tonight? It doesn't drop tonight because I haven't done any editing. Usually what happens is I'll edit Saturday night into Sunday morning, have the episode ready to go. However, it was Christmas/Christmas Eve, and I worked all Christmas Eve. And then, of course, today was Christmas, so I have not done any editing whatsoever. And I work tomorrow. Like, I work a lot, pretty much. I got a new job. So, it'll come out this week, but not tonight. Melanie not taking her medication. It's giving the Lindsay situation from season 12. Yeah, Melanie's schizophrenic, and she also has bipolar depression. So, Melanie has some issues. She's definitely suffering for some crazy depression. She should probably not have come on BGC this season. You guys will see. Will Taylor be back in season 2? So she comes back. Her parents are rich. Like, this is Taylor's house. So she has a very nice house. Her parents are very wealthy, so they paid her way out of college. Morgan and Danielle are giving Olivia and Savannah. I like the red haired Danielle tried to stop the other Danielle from jumping Bailey. Period. She's not afraid to speak her mind, even if it's her friends. And even though Morgan and Danielle probably didn't appreciate that, a real friend's gonna tell you when you're wrong. So they should have just stayed her friend, but they turned on her. Patrice will throw Jenna down on the ground. What about the lady on the floor? This one? Melinda? Woo! Or we got Amori over here. Honestly, everyone's on the floor right now. We got Patrice on the floor, but she's naked and unpainted. We've got Mooney here. Ms. Mooney. We've got Taylor. Oh, I also got little stands for the smaller figures. They're so cute. We've got Miss Taylor, Mooney, Amori, Melinda, Patrice, Aiden. We've got Phoebe over here, the Heart Demon, poor Darius who got murdered in Scooby-Doo. Let's see. Jenna 8. Period. Jenna could barely punch Danielle. If Danielle had hands, she probably would have mopped Jenna. Oop. Melanie, you got mopped and slammed. That's because I was drunk, babes. Oh no. Jenna is weak. She could barely handle Danny. Red-haired Danielle beat up other Danny worse. How you feel about Jenna? Me personally, I like Jenna. I don't think Jenna's a villain, and I don't think she's like sweet either. But I like Jenna's personality. I think she's funny. I do think she's intimidated by Patrice. When are we gonna see Melinda meet her match? We're waiting. I don't know. Let's see. How big's Patrice compared to Mr. Cookie? Boop. Ooh. Melinda's the one who bit Mr. Cookie in the first place. Let's see how big's Melinda compared to Mooney. And then we got Miss Patrice. Let's put her here. Is Jenna a remake of Jayla? No. So Jenna's actually inspired by Prudence from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. If you guys have seen that on Netflix. That's who originally inspired Jenna's look. Stop talking to Melinda like that before you get popped. No. Jenna is a Chelsea wannabe. Will Darius have a love interest in TFC Season 2? Yes, he will. We're going to touch on many things in the gay community on TFC Season 2, because Darius is going to be a main character. I do have to resculpt his head with the newer updated design, but... Let's see. Melanie, sit down. She already killed you. Can Jenna fight? I think Jenna can fight. Yeah, she can. Like, you guys will see. She can throw a good punch or two. Plus, you guys didn't see, like, her club fight where she really did mink, mink, mink that random girl. But, yeah. I think it's really juicy to have, that Jenna Amber beef, because usually on my BGC shows, it's always predictable, I guess you would say. Like, usually it's not friends fighting friends. Sometimes it is, like when it was Morgan, or no. Yeah, Morgan versus Malaysia and Paige, because they were a trio, but then they minked. But other than that, usually it's like, set teams from the beginning. So this season does a lot of mix-ups. Let's see. I love Amber though. Amber do win with Jenna. Yes. So Amber does end up winning her fight with Jenna. The beauty room fight gets broken up quickly by Patrice. So that one's not too long. But when they really square up outside, it's crazy. Do you pre-record the season before it's out? I did. So I don't know if the live's still on my thing, but I actually filmed an entirely different version of this BGC 20 with a smaller house, smaller scale figures. I literally pre-recorded that season and I just wasn't liking it. So if you guys scroll back on my channel, will we ever get Kenya back? Yes, he will. She's right over here. Here's Kenya. She's just not painted. But I have redone Kenya with the new updated sculpt. She's got her iconic Ugg boots as well. So Kenya is back. So is Jason. He's also here. I just haven't popped him out of his mold yet, but also got Mr. Cookie, like normal. Oh, that's Miss Cookie. When is the new episode coming? It's coming out this week. I didn't edit today because obviously it was Christmas and I was partying and having fun. So I didn't edit anything. Here's a new character as well. Her name's Penelope. She's plus sized. So we've got four new plus sized characters coming out, which is super exciting because you guys know the only plus sized characters I have right now in the newer shows is Cassandra and Zari. So now we've got Cassandra, Zari, Nova, a girl named B. We've got Penelope. Who else we got? Moniece is coming back. So there's gonna be many new people. Can you make a Bad Boys Club? Honestly, I didn't really care for like the real Bad Boys Club that just came out. So it's probably not likely, but I'll keep it in mind. But no promises. The Baddies West needs to drop the super trailer. Period. I need to see more. I need to know what happened. I need to know what's tea. Will the mega figures return to the store? The only reason the mega figures have not returned to the store currently is because all the materials, because of inflation, has... Well, they dropped another teaser, but that's not like their full trailer. But anyway, okay, so the mega figures, they haven't returned yet because A, I didn't really like the body design, so I'm going to redo that. And B, the material, like the casting material, has gone so high in price right now, which is why I switched to smaller figures in general, that it's going to be hard to really come out with new mega figures right now because the price is just too high on the casting material. Unless I really up the price of the mega figures to like 30 something dollars, which I don't want to do. Yeah, so I heard Lauren got popped Krishan. So I mean, I posted on my Instagram where I kind of played it in slow-mo. There was a scene where Lauren did pop Krishan, which Krishan popped her too at the same time. And then there's also a scene where she jumps on Lauren while she's sitting down. So I'm kind of annoyed. I like Krishan, but I don't at the same time at this point because I'm really tired of her sneaking people. Like, stop sneaking. It's like she can fight. She doesn't have to sneak people. Square up. Period. You tried Melinda and she ate you. You should make a love show or something, like a girl or boy is looking for love. That could be cute, kind of like a bachelor thing. Woo, this fight is going to be iconic. Lo and Krishan. I think it will. I think their beef could be iconic. But, you know, I mean, a lot of these bad girls are like, what? in their 30s now, you really do start slowing down, like probably in your mid to late 20s. Not that it doesn't mean you can't fight anymore, because I'm sure there's a lot of 30-year-olds who could whoop 20-year-olds' asses and vice versa. But yeah, you definitely do slow down a bit. Because, I mean, you get tired, Pooh. You get tired. You got to work every day, like 5 days a week. It sucks the life out of you guys. So enjoy high school. So, I mean, Krishan's still what, 22, 23? She's young, she's spunky. Lauren's like what, 31, 32? So she definitely is probably slowed down a bit. Let's see. Who's your favorite? My preseason favorite for Baddies West is gonna be Katea, aka Cat. Um, and I guess I'm supporting Lo because she's nostalgic. So Kat and Lauren are the only reasons I'm gonna watch it right now. And actually, I do kind of like Biggie. I've watched her lives. She's kind of funny. I don't know much about Razor, so I'd have to look into that. Scotty's kind of weird and annoying. Natalie's kind of annoying. Rolly gets on my nerves sometimes too, because sometimes I feel like Rolly's kind of a bully. Um, Stunna Girl. Okay, here's my thing about Stunna Girl, because I've watched her lives too, and she be talking a big game about how, she fights Tommy. She, whatever that girl's name is, the one I just mentioned, Biggie's scared of her. She fought Rolly. Like, she talks a big game, but when I looked at the trailer, it kind of looked like she was getting beat up. I'm just saying, like, I saw Tommy mink, mink, minking her in that white shirt. Saw Biggie putting her in a headlock. And then also, like, shoving her down onto the bench, which I screenshotted as well. So, honestly, it looks like Stunna Girl has a lot of mouth, but it doesn't really look like she could back it up, just from what I'm seeing, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. You can't really tell too much from like the really quick like choppy edits that they do. But from what I saw, it did not look like she beat up Biggie. It looked like Biggie kind of handled her. So I don't know. I think Stunna kind of getting a little mink mink minked, if you know what I mean. How do you feel about Tommy? I like Tommy's also nostalgic. Um, I think Tommy's a little weird sometimes. Um, I don't know. Sometimes some of the stuff she does doesn't make sense. Like she'll be like talking slick to people, but not think they can talk back to her. Natalie kind of does the same thing though. Um, I think it's weird that Natalie and Scotty were fighting in the trailer as well. Natalie's past annoying. Like, don't make me get Porsche. Don't make me get Porsche. Ew, Tommy is getting too old. I do think Tommy's a little. I mean, for being so old, she moves quick with her fighting. I mean, she's only what? Like, how old is Tommy? She looks good for her age, regardless. She does look good. But yeah, she is getting kind of old. Like, my thing is, I'm in my, like, early to mid 20s now, and even I don't want to, like, fight right now. Like, damn, 38 is really pretty at 38. Like, you guys can't admit, black don't crack. Like, she looks real good. But at 38, I would not want to be fighting on a show. I really wouldn't. I'd want to be, like, owning businesses. I'd want to be, like, having a stable life. I'd want to look good like she does. But I'd want to have my shit together. I wouldn't want to be scrapping 20-year-olds on a show. And that's no shade to her, because I still like Tommy, but I definitely wouldn't want to do that at that age. Like, even in my early to mid 20s, I don't want to fight anymore. Like, I will. Like, if someone tried me, I definitely would. But, like, compared to my mindset at, like, 19, 18, 17, I was real, like, a hothead, and I was ready to fight. I wanted to fight. Like, let's square up. But Um, but at 24, I don't really want to fight. Um, I just want to like eat food, be happy, watch Netflix in my bed, work on art, finish my college. That's what I want to do at my big age. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if people did try me, like I would pop them. I mean, it's that simple. So, if the girls came for Tommy, even at 38, she has every right to fight back. But if she's the aggressor at 38, that's a little immature, but it's whatever. Okay, let's see. We saw Seven attacking Sarah on the couch. Yeah, Sarah should have got her ass up. I mean, she's in a heated argument. Do you plan on doing the doll shows forever? So originally, like, they were supposed to be animations, but it kind of turned into stop motion. And as I develop it, as of right now, I plan on doing it. I don't know if I'll do it forever. If it really goes somewhere, like if YouTube finally starts, if it really goes somewhere, like I'll keep doing it. Cause I mean, it's stop motion. There's no like cap on stop motion. Coraline stop motion. That new Pinocchio movie stop motion. Um, what else? Nightmare Before Christmas is stop motion. Robot Chicken is stop motion. So I mean, this is just a form of stop motion. Um, and I have fun building the sets. I have fun like sculpting new characters. So we'll see how it goes and where it goes. But as of right now, I plan on continuing it. We'll see how 2023 goes. Let's see. We saw Rock washing Sua in the sink. What's next? They're gonna beat each other up with frying pans and vacuums. I would like to see someone get beat up with a vacuum. I think that'd be funny. If Melinda was on Baddie West, what would happen? I feel like Rolly would try Melinda, and I feel like Melinda would be the bigger, badder wolf. That's what I feel like. Because I feel like Rolly can beat most of the girls on there. But not Melinda, boo. Not Melinda. Let's see. How do you come up with the storylines? So, um, honestly, usually it's at like 3 a.m. when like if you ever do art, you'll see like nighttime is when your creativity really flows. So I like to write a lot of the scripts at like 3 a.m. because I'll be cracking jokes in my head thinking I'm a funny bitch. Be like, like that's funny. And I'm like, ooh, I gotta write that into a script. And then boom. So I'll go write it at like 3 a.m. I'll just write out a whole script. Sometimes I'll reread it and change a few things, add a few things. Um, like right now I'm actually rewriting Scream Cult. Cause like I liked it, but then I went back and reread it and I'm like, ooh, this could be way better. So now I'm rewriting Scream Cult and yeah. It just pretty much it's just random thoughts. Sometimes another show might. Do you got any new yarns? Um, just Taylor's new hair color. It's like a lighter yellowish blonde, so it's not neon yellow and it's not blondish yellow. It's an in between. That's the newest yarn I've got right now. Will anyone ever come close to beating up Melinda, or will she stay undefeated? I mean, realistically, like the Seven Elements people could mark Melinda, but she's kind of like the Hulk of Sean shows, mainly because she's the original. Like, if you guys don't know, she's one of the first characters I ever created, all the way back in like 2010, 2011, when I was like in middle school. So Melinda must be one of the top characters. Um, Patrice isn't really losing her fighting skills. You guys will see, like, she still has those hands. You guys will definitely see it in this next episode. Patrice still has those hands. I think it's more or less she doesn't really want to fight as much as she wants to. Um, Plus, like, yeah, just like Boncio says, Patrice isn't losing fighting skills. She's just fighting people who um, fight better. I wouldn't say, like, obviously Melinda fights better than Patrice. So I don't really feel like Patrice getting beat up by Melinda should, make people feel like Patrice can't fight. Melinda can beat up most people. Melanie got Patrice down that one time, but they kind of have this big fight on BGC. Where's Phoebe? Right here. This phone won't focus on anything for some reason. Stupid. But she's right here. You just can't see her face because for some reason it won't do up close. But she's got her split hair. Yeah. I feel like her head looks big though. I don't know. Will we see Phoebe? Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, you will see Phoebe again. Yes, so Miss Wilson was the teacher who died. Phoebe is her daughter. So Phoebe played the teacher, but she's also going to be playing herself in the Fat Cheerleader. She's not going to have this hair at first, though. She's going to have black hair. Then she dyes her hair like this in honor of her mom. So you will see Phoebe and Amanda again. Phoebe's not actually dead in the real, like, Sean Show's universe. Don't worry. Let's see. Who would win in a fight? Paige or Kenya? Probably Kenya, to be honest. Like, Paige was throwing hands, which I did resculpt Paige too. Yay! Paige was throwing hands, but Kenya's real scrappy. She's been scrappy. She fought Patrice many times. But Kenya can almost tie with Brooke. So, like when they fought 101, Brooke can beat Kenya, but not too easy. So yes, you will see Phoebe in TFC just as Phoebe, like as Miss Wilson's daughter. Hey Sean, Merry Christmas. How have you been? I'm a fan. Hey Davon. I'm doing good. I be working multiple jobs right now, so I'm about to be pretty busy, but I've been good. I've been good. I'm trying to get so much prepared. I've casted so many new things. Um, I'm starting to do furniture too. So I have to cast these, but I sculpted like the back of a chair. I've got like this bed I have to do. So I want to start doing plastic furniture. Period. We've got the cookies ready for their new movie. This is the set for that movie, so I'm finishing that up right now. So yeah, lots going on. Let's see. Kenya reminds me of Jamie and Jazz from BGC 15 because she's always roasting people and she wasn't scared of anyone. Kenya was a bully, though. Jamie and Jazz weren't, but I agree they did have good comebacks. I feel like Kenya was a bully, but a not like a vicious bully. Like, Bree was the main bully, and Kenya was just kind of her follower. Because, I mean, every BGC season, there's always followers. Kenya was just kind of Bree's follower. But Kenya on her own is just a funny person. So maybe if she was on a different season, you guys might like Kenya better without having a bully to follow. You should do a blooper scene of TFC characters. So I actually do have blooper lines saved, and they're actually pretty funny. Even from BGC 20, I've got some blooper lines saved, and they're funny. So maybe I'll do that. What the hell? When episode three's trailer coming out? Probably, we're probably looking at like Tuesday. I wouldn't say bully, I would say goofy and a follower. Taylor versus Patrice. Patrice would definitely win. Nope, a bully. When Melanie jumps on Patrice in episode three, that was unrealistic. I mean, almost all of Melanie's fights are pretty unrealistic because Melanie kind of does crazy things. Like when she jumped over security's back to snatch that one girl in episode, I think episode 4 of BGC 18. So, I mean, realistically, most of Melanie's fights are kind of unrealistic. Plus, I already told you guys many times, for anyone who's been here, when you guys used to ask who would win, Melanie versus Patrice, I always said Melanie would jump on Patrice because she's big and punch her in the face and probably get body slammed. And what happened? Melanie jumped on Patrice's face and got body slammed. Let's see. How did Melanie go from being able to toss Patrice, but then ends up with a bloody nose? Well, first of all, Melanie didn't toss Patrice. She kind of just rolled with Patrice, known as the alligator roll, where you use your body weight and take them down. Second of all, Melanie was also drunk and off her medication and did a completely different tactical of jumping on Patrice versus taking Patrice down, and she got body slammed and minked in the face. So, it's really not rocket science. That's really what happened. So, let's see. Thoughts about Argentina winning the World Cup? I think that's super exciting. I see a lot of people really excited about that. I know that really expanded Messi's fan base. Mooney versus Emery. Emery might be able to like handle Mooney. Like Mooney's scrappy. Mooney's kind of like Kenyo. She's scrappy, but she can be taken down. Like Mooney's definitely not the best fighter, but she's not bad. She's just scrappy. I'm so ready for the new year, 2023, because I'm a junior in 11th grade, about to be in 12th grade. I'm about to be a senior, and so excited. Class of 2024, period. Listen, Davon. Enjoy high school, okay? There's a lot of people who get out of high school and you don't miss it, but if you're having fun in high school and you have a good childhood, make sure to enjoy those moments because you will miss it forever. So enjoy your junior year, which honestly, junior year sucks the most because you have to do all your like SAT crap and like college prep, but your senior year can be really fun. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Melanie, the queen of rap. I was low-key sad when I saw Melanie get beat up by Patrice. Which, realistically, Patrice can beat Melanie regardless. But if Melanie was sober, Patrice wouldn't beat her easily. Only because Melanie has been trained to fight bigger opponents. So Patrice can't really use her size like she normally does. But since Melanie was unhinged, drunk, and kind of jumped on Patrice, it was easy for Patrice to just kind of throw her and then mink, mink, mink. Which Patrice doesn't really beat Melanie that bad. It's a pretty quick fight. But she just pops Melanie a few good times in the face, and that's what got Melanie her bloody nose. So, which Melanie was honestly unfazed from getting body slammed, unlike Jessica. So you guys will see Melanie's completely fine. She just has a very bloody face from her nose getting popped by Patrice. So it's going to be a very iconic fight. It's not really, like I said, it's not really unrealistic for Melanie to jump on Patrice because Melanie knows in order to win fights with people, you have to be unpredictable. So that's why Melanie kind of lunged off the couch and just kind of jumped on her, spider monkeyed her, because Patrice is huge. So for Melanie, it's not unrealistic. Maybe for other people. But Melanie always kind of does something crazy in all of her fights. I mean, when she fought Sabrina, she picked up a coffee table and hit her in the face with it. But nobody said that was unrealistic. Let's see. Who fights in episode 3? So, episode 3, the first fight that you guys get, which happens pretty quickly, is Danielle versus Danielle. Then it's gonna be Patrice versus Melanie. Then Melanie goes to a hotel. She comes back, um, and Danny tells the girls what happened to Bailey. So Patrice and Amber are gonna check them. So then it's Danielle versus Patrice, Morgan versus Amber, and then the start. JoJo comes in as the replacement, also in episode 3. So it's a big episode. And then Melanie throws a chair at JoJo, and I think that's the end of episode 3. And then we get into episode 4, which is JoJo versus Melanie twice. And then Melanie does something crazy that's never been done on my BGC before. So you guys will have to see what happens with that, but it's going to be very crazy. Does Patrice beat up Danielle? Yes, she does. She actually pops Danielle. So Danielle runs up, and Patrice just kind of minks, like pops her, and Danielle flies back and falls into that pink chair. And then, of course, Jenna pops up, like, Jenna's like, damn, she sat that bitch down. So Patrice pops Danielle right into the chair. And then Danielle gets back up and runs back up for some more. She wants that smoke. One thing about Danielle in green, which she will be wearing green again. I just bought some new green cloth for her. She will be wearing another green outfit, of course, because that's her favorite color. But she'll run up on anybody. She's not scary. Even though Jenna called her scary, she's really not. She'll come for you, but doesn't mean she can fight the best. But then Patrice ragdolls her, so we get some more infamous Patrice ragdolling people, as she does on every single season. Patrice ragdolled Claire on season 16. She ragdolled Kenya on season 16. She ragdolled Bianca twice on season 19. And now she's going to be ragdolling Danielle. So she really throws her around on this episode. Amber once again gives Morgan that mink, mink, mink. So I feel like Melanie will throw something down the stairs and it's going to get her kicked out. I mean, she picks up one of the stools and throws it over the railing and tries to hit JoJo with it. But that's not what gets her sent home. She does something else that will be very shocking. And never before done on one of my seasons of BGC. This season is full of really iconic moments, like JoJo getting hit in the face with the phone by Mackenzie. And if you guys watch this season and pay attention, you'll see a lot of nods to the actual Bad Girls Club. Sometimes they'll say a quote from the actual show. Sometimes a fight might be similar. It's pretty much my nod towards the actual BGC show. So you guys, when Mackenzie pops JoJo in the face with the phone in episode 6, pretty much that one's a nod to 2 different fights. It's similar to Char from BGC 6 versus Lauren when she's like, don't disrespect me when I'm talking to my mama. That kind of happens. And then she pops her in the face with the phone, kind of like Natalie and Rocky. So, wait, let's see. Sean, when do we expect to see a new Scooby-Doo episode? It's going to be good. So, the next Scooby-Doo episode is actually going to be shorter than the other ones. It'll honestly probably be about 10 minutes because it's just wrapping up the season of Scooby-Doo. I still possibly can get it done this month. We'll see how BGC episode 3 plays out. I'm not gonna say it's super likely, but it could happen. Otherwise, it's gonna be early January. You know, I'm always late with everything, but I mean, it's ready to be filmed. It's ready to go, and I think we even recorded the lines. So, or no, maybe we didn't. I'd have to look. Let's see. I feel like Melanie's gonna burn the house down. Don't say that, Omar. Melanie holding a knife. Yep. It has to be Melanie holding a knife trying to kill somebody. I feel like she's going to stab her. Don't forget when Red hung up the phone on Natalie and Natalie acted tough. I'm gonna rewatch the Megan movie. Oh, I'm gonna watch the Megan movie. I want to see that movie too. I'm also gonna make a Melinda Megan scene too. So, one funny thing about the Melinda series, and even her comics always did this, Melinda loves to dress up as her favorite movie characters all the time. Um, so I am gonna integrate that into her show. So she's gonna do a Wednesday Addams scene. She's gonna do a Megan scene. She's gonna do a Frozen scene. So let's see. Don't forget that Patrice throws Danielle on the ground in the kitchen. Yes, that's kind of when Danielle runs up again. She wants that smoke. And she gets mink, mink, minked. Melanie cuts her wrist in the episode. I remember. She doesn't cut her wrist. But she does do something. And the police have to get called in an ambulance. So we'll see. That's episode 4. You should do Melinda versus Patrice and Jupiter and Jenna. They should jump her. Someone said, I know I ain't got the money for that. Honestly, guys, I'm lucky. There's a few movie theaters I can drive to where if I go like during the day, like movie tickets are $5. Like I'm so lucky. And even the fancy movie theaters by me, the movie like the ones with like the little reclining chairs and shit, like that theater is like $11 a ticket. So I mean, period. Like I'm definitely gonna go see that movie. I did nothing in 2022. I need to live a little in 2023. I need to like get out. Can we see Mooney versus Patrice? I was gonna do Patrice versus Phoebe, a mini fight for you guys. That's why Phoebe's in here, ready to go. And once I paint Patrice, I was gonna do Phoebe versus Patrice and then Phoebe versus Mooney. But I mean, I can do Patrice too. She kills her with a gun. No, Melanie does not have a gun. No, she throws JoJo over. But I know Melanie goes to the hospital. Yes, Melanie does get taken away. A lot of people don't. Opinions on Susan from BGC 17. Um, hmm. I don't know how I feel about Susan. I've got mixed feelings. I kind of felt like she was cool at first, and she kind of turned into like a little bit of a flip-flopper or like a bully. Like, she'd forgive Sayora, then she'd be mad at Sayora, then she'd forgive Sayora. Then it felt like she kind of bullied Sayora with Key. Seven didn't really bully Sayora. Seven was kind of a follower, no offense, in BGC 17. But I do feel like Susan low-key bullied Sayora with Kiera. Was it Kiera? Yeah, Kiera. So she kind of annoyed me. Plus, I felt like Susan felt tough because she slammed Kiki, but anybody can. And I do feel like if Susan fought someone who could actually fight, they might beat her up. But I don't know. We didn't really get my heater turned off. We didn't really get to see too much of Susan fighting though. Let's see. Melanie will throw a knife at JoJo. Yes. Phoebe versus Melanie. We need a Phoebe versus Patrice first. Period. That was the mini fight I was going to do for you guys. Does she go to the mental hospital? Yes, she does. Wait, what's the biggest mystery? Jenna and Patrice. Anything happens, not till the reunion. They do not fight in the house. Jenna does continue to shade Patrice, though. I feel like as soon as Key fought, I think Susan was trying to prove her dominance was better. I do feel like Susan was. That's just the vibes I got. I felt like Susan was a little condescending, and I kind of got bully vibes from her. I did like her at first, but near the end, I wanted someone to punch her in the face, because I feel like after she beat up Kiki, she kind of acted like a badass. That's how it felt to me. It felt like Susan was likable at first, as soon as and she was kind of like reserved, but as soon as she beat up Kiki, which once again anybody can beat up Kiki, it kind of felt like Susan acted ballsy after that and was kind of like a bully after that. So, I don't know. I don't know. But once again, like I said, sometimes when girls who are unlikable on one season are put on a different season, they might become likable. And some girls who are likable on a season might become unlikable on a different season. For example, Jada. I liked her on BGC 12. I didn't like her on season 13. Rocky, who's still one of my like top favorite bad girls, loved her on season 10, which season 10 has influenced a lot of my seasons. Did not like her on season 13. Camilla, I didn't really like her on season 8, but I did like her on season 13. So it was all, like I said, you never know. Melanie should point a comb at Morgan like Susan did. We know everything now. There's still some fights you guys don't know are coming. Sean, do you watch Blueface and Krishan's TV show yet? I have not seen it yet, but I have seen the clip of him punching her dad because her dad ran up. Their relationship is disgustingly toxic. Really bad. I don't like it. Blueface is kinda, are they saying ladyish? I remember Morgan has two different hair colors. She did. So, like I said, guys, if you guys go back to some of my lives, you can see where I showed clips of BGC 20, and it's a completely different BGC 20. Because I actually refilmed and resculpted the entire season. I scrapped it because I just wasn't liking how it was coming out, and I redid the whole thing, and that's how we got this one, which is why originally it should have been fully filmed by now, but I'm behind because I redid everything. So, yeah. I can't get over the fact that Seven and Bree almost fought at the reunion. Yeah. I would have liked to see Seven versus Bree. I don't think Seven could have beat Bree up as easy as she could beat, like, Sarah up. But I would probably say I feel like Seven would win. But but not easy. That's just my opinion. We know Danielle's not going to fight Patrice no more. No, she does not try to fight Patrice anymore. She doesn't even try to fight Jenna anymore. I think Danielle will buck at anybody, but if she really gets the ass beat, she won't do it too often. Jacqueline versus Phoebe. Jacqueline would probably be able to take Phoebe down. But yeah, like Jordan said, it would be close. Because Phoebe has hands too. Jacqueline probably punches a little bit quicker, though. That proves I'm an OG. I knew Morgan had different hair colors, and it was a blue house, and Amber was lighter skinned. Yes, so Amber was lighter skinned, which was an accident to begin with. Amber was always meant to be dark skinned, but when I had made that Amber specifically, she accidentally came out too light, and I didn't feel like remaking her. But once I did the new season, I fixed her skin tone to what it was supposed to be. Because every once in a while I accidentally mess up on skin tones. So, will Morgan have pink hair at the reunion? Morgan's going to have blonde and pink hair at the reunion, yes. So she'll have two-toned hair, pink and blonde. Chelsea versus Patrice. We kind of saw that. Chelsea could hold her own with Patrice because Chelsea does punch very quickly. But Patrice, in the end, was able to take Chelsea down. So if you scroll way back on my channel, you'll see Chelsea versus Patrice fight. But Patrice would win. Once Patrice got Chelsea to the ground, it would have been over, but she got snatched. Yep, blonde and pink was the original, so she will have that once again for the reunion. This BGC 20 season has gone through like so many different versions. Because as you guys know, originally BGC 20 was going to be like a mini season, Halloween themed in this house. You sure I want to double check and see? Oh. So it was going to be in this house originally as like a Halloween season. Then I built the new house, and it became a winter season. Then I rebuilt the house in a larger scale and made the rooms a little bit bigger. And I'll probably post a video about that later. Let's see. Phoebe versus Zari. Zari would definitely win. Zari is on the level of Patrice. She might even be a little bit stronger than Patrice. Well, I guess technically she'd be quicker than Patrice. So Patrice can swing fast, but Zari is faster. Okay, let's see. Why do I remember a blue house from somewhere? Probably because the current BGC house kind of has this color, but the first BGC 20 house I built had a like baby blue wall color. So that's probably why, because the wall color changed slightly to like a different shade. How does Melinda feel about Chelsea as a friend? Melinda loves Chelsea, and Chelsea is scared of Melinda. Only because Melinda makes her be her friend. So Chelsea is also one of the first characters I created. Melinda and Chelsea's first comic together was a McDonald's skit. But yeah, Chelsea was nice to Melinda, and ever since then, Melinda forced her to be her friend. And now there's no going back. Phoebe versus Bianca. Actually, so Jordan said probably a tie, if not maybe Phoebe. Phoebe could probably physically overpower Bianca, but Bianca would get more hits in. So it would vary from fight to fight. If they had multiple rounds, it could be Phoebe or it could be Bianca. Zari versus Patrice. We need a fight of them. That will happen in TFC Season 2. Yeah, Gianna was in it. That was the original house that completely got redone and rebuilt. So that's why BGC 20 isn't like fully filmed, because it got completely scrapped and redone. So I already had multiple episodes filmed. And if you go to like one of my old lives, you might be able to find where I showed the old show. Did you film it already in TFC? No. TFC, I still have to build the brand new high school. So that fight cannot be filmed yet until I do it. Plus, I'm playing around with high school designs. I don't know what I want the new design to be yet. I want it to be really modern and sleek, so I'm playing around with high school designs. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have built, these sets right here are for one of the TFC episodes, the intermediate one, so that set's done, but yeah. Does Morgan grow and mature like Bianca did? She will be more mature at the reunion. And on the season she does get quieter because she doesn't want to keep getting her ass beat. So you guys will kind of see Morgan quiet down, including Danielle, because they both get humbled by Patrice and Amber. So you guys will see them pipe down a little bit, but you won't really see too much growth until the reunion. Morgan, she fights Bailey, but Bailey actually swings first, believe it or not. The girls hype Bailey up and tell her she better get that mink mink in. So Bailey runs up. She kind of pulls a Shannon from BGC 10. Um, so Bailey does fight Morgan one-on-one at the reunion, but other than that, that's the only fight Morgan gets into. Mackenzie gets into a fight with Green Danielle. She also fights Jenna again. And then I think she fights JoJo again too. We need to see Zari fight more. Period. And you guys will, because she joins Team Cassandra in Season 2 to battle the new villains. So you will see a few new Zari fights. And I might give Zari longer hair in Season 2. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Or I might just give her a cute, curly, natural style, but with the purple hair still. Who would win, Brooke or Kay? Kay would probably win because she's just a lot bigger than Brooke, and they probably can fight almost the same, so that gives Kay the advantage. So Kay would probably beat Brooke. But it doesn't mean Brooke would go down easy. But, alright guys, I'm gonna get going so I can get the stuff out of the mold and finish this set so I can film Never Bake Gingerbread Cookies for you, which will have Chelsea in it. Are mini fights canon to the storylines? No. Mini fights are just random character pair-ups that you guys request, unless that fight already takes place in an upcoming show. Like, everyone's requesting Zari versus Patrice, but that already happens on TFC. So I'm not going to do that mini fight. But I kind of make... Pretty much the mini fights are fights that really wouldn't really happen in the actual BGC and or TFC universe. So... usually it's just highly requested fights. Like, I know a lot of people really want Brooke versus Taylor. And I actually did resculpt Brooke for you guys. In fact, I resculpted so many characters. You guys have no idea. I think I did maybe 15 or 16 new sculpts. Brooke is one of them. So I might be able to give you guys your Brooke versus Taylor fight that has been highly requested since probably 2016. So, does JoJo stay till the end? I can't tell what happens there. All I can say is she gets snatched out of her bed while she's sleeping. It turns into chaos. She may stay. She may go home. We'll have to see how it plays out. Let's see. I think Zari's level is right behind Melinda, then Patrice. Will Bailey win in the fight? I mean, she has the upper hand because she does kind of like bum rush Morgan. So, yes, she does low-key win. Can we see Raelle? I have not popped... Hold on, where's her mold? I don't... Where is it at? 1 second. Oh, yeah. What the... Oh, it was me making it dark. I'm so stupid. Okay, let's see. Who else we want? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find it. I don't even know where she's at. I can't find it. This table's too messy. I'll post some of the new characters soon, but I do gotta go so I can pop out some new characters for you guys. I will be painting, oh, sorry, one other thing. The first plus-sized male character, yay! So we've got a plus-sized male body now. Boop. This one's mold got messed up, so I have to redo it, but they're actually twins. So we've got two plus-sized twins. So that's exciting. One's a girl and one's a boy. Why can't Rael fight? Is Rael taller than Patrice? No. Rael is not taller than Patrice. She is just wearing really big heels. Rael is the same height as Taylor. So she's about 5'9", 5'10"-ish. That's how tall Taylor is. Which you couldn't really see, like, you know, Taylor's height too much in TFC, but she is slightly taller than a lot of people. So yeah. Alright, anyway guys, let me pop out some of these characters for you and finish this set. Lots of new shows coming. They may be going on Almost Iconic Cartoons, which is my other channel, by the way, which I'll make a formal announcement for that later. Only because I need people who will watch those shows. Yeah, I haven't posted on there for a while because I've been on this channel. But the thing is, BGC kind of takes over this channel every single time. And that's part of the problem. You better post the camera. Guys, I'll post the new characters on YouTube and on Instagram. Because, as you guys saw with the Aang character, I'm going to start doing little, like, new character mini videos like that, like shorts, to introduce each new character on YouTube as well. So like the new twins, Aang, Nova, the new character, they're all going to be posted on YouTube and on Instagram. So you guys will see it on both pages. What level is Mackenzie? She is a mid 3 or low 3. Somewhere in between there. So she's still in a 3, but she's not the scrappiest person, but she can fight. She can still fight. Every time I think of Nova, I think of Phenova. So the place I got the name Nova from is actually, it's my niece's name. And a lot of the times I'll name characters after my family members. Like Brianna is my sister. Paige is my twin sister. Nova is my niece. Etc. Tara from Exit Labs is my cousin's name. Tara. Melanie was my childhood best friend in like elementary school. So that's where I got the name from originally, but I know Nova's a popular name. Wait, you have a twin? Yes, I have a twin. I do have a twin. Maybe I'll post me and my twin sister's picture on my Instagram on sean.shows.iconic. Worst fighter in BGC 20, still probably Bailey. Where is Patrice and Chelsea's fight? You can find it on both channels, Almost Iconic Cartoons and this channel, but it's from like 2020 maybe, early 2020 or late 2019, so you have to scroll way back. I know who the worst fighter is, but I would get hate for it, so I'm not finna say anything. It's not Jenna, so don't say it's Jenna. Jenna definitely has hands. You guys will see. Green Danielle, maybe. Let's see. You should go live again after TFC Season 2, Episode 1. I'm gonna try to go live again. The reason I'm going live today is because obviously I don't have BGC Episode 3 done, so I'm going to give you guys a live to chat with you guys instead. But Krishan versus Rolly. I'm not scared of the hate. Bailey's the worst fighter. Yeah, Bailey is the worst fighter. She was swinging, but Morgan was, you know, beating her for most of the fight. She was catching up near the end, though. But Bailey still is the worst fighter. Season 20 has almost all good fighters, though. I know everyone hates Danielle and Green. I know everyone hates Danielle and Green, but even Danielle and Green has hands. If you guys even watch her fight with Melanie, like she was throwing over hooks, like hitting Melanie in the face multiple times. So I mean, Danielle and Green can throw punches. She just she's fighting a lot of really tough people though. So pretty much almost everyone on the season can fight. Uh, Megan versus Jacqueline. Yeah, Jordan's right. Jacqueline would win. Megan would be getting good punches in, but Jacqueline would definitely take Megan down. For sure. But I do gotta go, guys. Otherwise, I probably will talk all night, because you guys know I like to talk. Okay? I like to talk. Melanie would whoop Stun a Girl. Let's be real. No offense to Stun a Girl, but when I played that trailer in slow-mo, Biggie was getting her. And it looked like Tommy was getting her too. Which I do know. I did hear the rumors that she possibly got jumped by Tommy and her sister, aka Tommy's assistant. But we'll see. But that square up with Biggie, it looked like Biggie put her in a headlock and blocked her first punch and pushed her down on the bench. So sorry, Stunna Girl, but Biggie kind of minked you. Biggie versus Melanie. I think Melanie would still hold her own with Biggie too. Bailey reminds me of Andrea from BGC 11. Kind of, yeah. She is awkward like Andrea. Tommy jumped her in the trailer. Yeah, I heard that she got jumped. But when I played it in slow-mo, I could see like Tommy like punching her in the head. And it was just her and Tommy and then security at that point. So I don't know, guys. I'm keeping it real. I don't think Stunna's hands are matching what she's telling people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of Stunna Girl fans out there. But her hands aren't matching what she be telling us. Not from what I've seen. What does Chelsea... Wait. What does Chelsea it but she fight on? If you look up Patrice versus Melinda, the very first fight they ever have on my channel, that is where you will find Patrice versus Chelsea. 7 from BGC versus Patrice. Patrice would definitely beat 7 in real, like if Patrice was a real person. Because Patrice is like the size of K Capri. Like she's actually 1 inch taller than K Capri in real life. But she actually has like hands. It was Tommy, Stunna, and a girl in the dark blue outfit. The girl in the dark blue outfit, from what I heard, is Tommy's sister, who was supposedly there as her assistant, and apparently they supposedly jumped Stunna Girl. And from one of the trailers, you can see them both coming at her. So at least Stunna Girl's not scary. She's not. But I don't think she can fight that good either, from what I've seen. But we don't know. Rolly versus Amber. I think Rolly would snatch Amber, but I think Amber would give Rolly punches just like Jayla. Because you guys will see Amber can throw just straight fist, just like Jayla. So I think Amber could possibly hold her own with Rolly, for sure. 7 versus Melanie. Probably Melanie. Only because 7's not big enough. Melanie would be doing those. But it doesn't mean 7 would get beat up. It just means Melanie would probably take her down. Patrice versus Amber. They're on the same level. So it could probably be about a tie. Possibly Patrice, since she is way bigger. Patrice's size does tend to give her the upper hand. A lot. Because she's 6 foot. She's like 6 foot. In the high school series, she's 6'2"-ish. But on BGC, she's full grown and she's 6'4". So This Patrice is for the high school series. Ooh, so she's only 6'2" here. She's not super tall, but when she's full grown, she's 8. Melinda's 8'8", so I mean, Patrice versus Red. Definitely Patrice, only because Natalie was kind of getting red a little bit. And Patrice would mark Natalie, so. I thought Amber was a medium too. No, she's an upper 2. So upper 2s right now would be Patrice, Zari, Amber, and then Melanie's kind of in between an upper 2 and a mid 2. I have an updated one. Please make her 6'5". I mean, Patrice's full-grown height is 6'4". That's like the highest she gets, but she's 6'2" in the high school series. Not Patrice versus Red. Now you know. Yeah. I mean, Patrice would just... Red's really small. Like, she'd beep, beep, beep. Pop goes the weasel. Patrice. But, alright, guys. For real, I'm out. Merry Christmas, everyone. I've got a lot I'm getting ready for you guys. What? Must have for your what? Sorry. But, alright, guys. I will see you around. Camilla versus Bianca. Probably Bianca. Amber versus Jayla. Probably a tie, unless Amber can get close enough. Have you ever thought about making a goth/emo character? I mean, Stella was technically supposed to be pastel goth, but yeah. But yeah, there will be more goth characters, especially in season 2. Bye, everybody. Bye.